Good evening. It is Wednesday, October 20th at 8:25 p.m. Today was a historic day. We broke the all-time highs of Bitcoin, as I've been predicting for several days now, and it finally did blast above it. And we spent the day in extreme greed. We are still in extreme greed. I'll flip over to the Fear and Greed Index. It is up a little bit higher, still in extreme greed. That's bearish. The funding rates, you can see they're red all over the place. Um, that's bearish. The fact that we're in extreme greed and the funding rates are all bearish. And you can see it is correcting a little bit, as it does pretty much every time it's in extreme greed, even if it's just for a short period before it goes back up, which is not actually a bad thing. If it stayed in extreme greed and blasted to the upside, you're more likely to have a larger crash. So it's actually not a bad thing to come down and correct and get out of extreme greed. If we flip over to the fine order books, you'll see something that we haven't seen in most of the days I've been covering this, and that is we have more on the buy side than the sell side. You can see it used to be very steep leading up to all-time highs, and now all those sellers have been basically they've been eliminated from the books. Now more people are interested in buying. That's why we're in greed, because more people are buying than selling. But that's actually a bullish sign. Most everything else is pointing toward bearish right now. However, today we did peak up to about 67,000, and as usual, a round number, the psychological number, just like trying to get past 60,000 when we did. It was hard to get past, and anyway, and then of course we just finally did blow through it, and now we basically got a little bit of price action that was bearish right at a big round number like 67,000. Not surprising. Anyhow, the next target is actually still at about 75,000, which is coincident. You've got confluence there with two things. One, as I've gone over multiple times, that is where and I'll bring out the Fibonacci tool from what used to be all-time highs. It's no longer all-time highs, but you've got the 1.278 or 1.27 Fibonacci level right at about 75,000, and then you also have this price target from the cup and handle pattern right here, from where it broke out of the handle part. It happens to be also right at, and I mean right at, that 75,000 level. So that's the next price target. And it wouldn't be surprising in the least if on the way to that price target or before it got there to have a little bit of correction or sideways action before it moves up to that level. But I really don't expect too much. There's a ton of support underneath the price of Bitcoin here. You have the previous all-time highs. You've got about 62,000. You've got this large area here at about 60,000, all the way down to 57, and then below that you still have several others. So it's highly unlikely that you're going to get a massive crash. Let's flip to Ethereum. Ethereum still have that huge cup and handle pattern with the price target out of this, now that it's broken above with confirmation, is about 6,200 roughly. If I flip down to the lower levels, you will, on the 1 hour time frame, and I went live with this morning, but at the 1 hour time frame there is also a cup and handle that it formed. It's right here. See this cup and handle right here? So this is on the 1 hour. It broke above that, and within a couple hours hit the price target, which happened to be coincident with about 4,000, which previously was a challenging level to get past. We got through that and are still going. We are well on the way to all-time highs for Ethereum as well, which I fully expect it to hit. Flip back to this was a trade I took. I had a signal to go long here, which I took, and I stopped it just above this level. Hit my targets. I set it just a little over 4,000 and hit the price target, and I'm closed out of the trade. As you can see, it is still going beautifully. We flip back to the daily. So, actually, eat this now. See it a little bit better. We are halfway right now to the all-time highs. Once from breaking above 4,000, we're now halfway to it. We are still moving up. I fully expect within the next day or two, all-time highs in Ethereum. The altcoins will follow that for the most part. So Link, I actually took a trade in Link today just from here to here. I am just about to hit my target. I am literally just moments away from taking my profit out of this one. I set my target just above the 50-period moving average, but there's a good chance it will continue also. Dogecoin has broken out of this level right now. It looks like it could go up too. Same with Cardano. Got a signal to go along here. I didn't because I was in other trades, but it's moving. Good chance it's gonna blast upward too. Solana finally broke out of this pattern I talked about for days, and it has just exploded out of that. Everything's looking very bullish for these coins. Look here at Litecoin. Blasted out of this area of small consolidation, just literally blasted through that. Hardly go wrong today. Same thing here with SNX. It also, right here, is actually in a area I suggested would be a good place for a trade. Right here, as soon as you get out, and probably take this trade after signing off here. Lock that in. And Ren, same thing. Actually got a signal to go long here. I had several trades, so I doubt I will take this, but you can see here a solid double bottom. Just a little bit more, it's going to get past the neckline, which will really push. That's about all I have for this video. Hope you had a great day trading, and good night.